Choosing a woman to spend your life with is a choice that stands between a blessing and a curse. One wrong decision, one wrong judgment, and you will find yourself in a hell on earth. The reality is that a lot of men are facing the consequences of such wrong judgments, and they are struggling to find their way out. And in this video, we are going to give you 10 huge and definitive signs that it's time to let go and move on to a happier life. It's time for you to call it quits on the wrong woman and fish out the sea for the right one. Welcome to Nekky Douglas. Here we focus on helping you cultivate healthy relationships and unlock your full potential. Whether you are navigating romantic connections, friendships, or family dynamics, our expert advice and practical tips are designed to guide you every step of the way. We also dive into self-development strategies, offering insight to boost your confidence, improve connection, and foster personal growth. Join our supportive community for inspiring stories, actionable advice, and transformative insight. Subscribe now and start your journey towards stronger relationship and a better you. Let's grow together, one step at a time. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. You know, all those good stuff. So, number one, lack of consistency in action. She is hot and cold in terms of showing affection. A lack of consistency in affection is a major red flag in a relationship. Whether your partner is hot one day and cold the next day, it can leave you feeling confused, hot, and uncertain about her feelings towards you. Consistency in affection is a vital ingredient in a healthy and thriving relationship. In a loving and supportive partnership, affection should be consistent and predictable. Your partner should make you feel loved, valued, and cherished through her actions and words on a regular basis. Yes. However, if you find out that her affection is inconsistent and unpredictable, it is a sign that the relationship is not providing you with the emotional stability and security that you deserve. She also often withdraws and becomes distant. Another indication of a lack of consistency in affection is when your partner often withdraws and becomes distant. Healthy relationships require open and consistent communication, as well as a willingness to be emotional present for one another. If your partner frequently withdraws from you emotionally, shutting down and creating distance, is a sign that she is not fully invested in the relationship. This can leave you feeling confused and rejected, as if you are constantly walking on eggshells to avoid triggering her withdrawal. It's important to remember that a healthy relationship should provide emotional closeness and support. And if you consistently find yourself experiencing distance from your partner, it may be time to consider letting go. Inconsistent and unpredictable affection is a major red flag in a relationship. When your partner's affection fluctuates and is not reliably present, it can leave you feeling uncertain and insecure in a relationship. A loving and supportive partner should consistently show you affection, care, and attention. They should make you feel valued and important in their life. However, if your partner's affection is unpredictable, it can lead to feelings of confusion and doubt about her true feelings for you. Trust and emotional stability are crucial in a relationship. And if your partner's affection is inconsistent, yes, it's inconsistent, it is a clear indication that the relationship may not be healthy and fulfilling for you. And that is number one. Number two, signs of emotional and physical drain. You constantly feel exhausted and drained. This is one of the most obvious signs that it may be time to let her go in this relationship, because it's when you constantly feel exhausted and drained. A healthy and fulfilling relationship should bring joy, happiness, and energy into your life. However, if you find yourself feeling tired and emotionally drained after spending time with your partner, it is a red flag that something is not right. When a woman is taking away more from the relationship than she is giving, it can leave you feeling depleted or worn out. Relationships should be a source of support and upliftment. But if you constantly find yourself feeling drained in her presence, it is a clear indication that the relationship is not serving your emotional well-being. Yes, you are not getting that from her. And when you constantly prioritize her needs over your own, it's one thing that you should also know that it's time to let her go. While compromise and sacrifice are important aspects of any relationship, it should never be at the expense of your own well-being and happiness. If you constantly find yourself putting her needs before your own, neglecting your own self-care, and also personal growth, it is a sign that the relationship has become unbalanced. Your needs and desire deserve equal attention and consideration. And if they are constantly being pushed aside, it is a clear indicator that it is time to let her go in that relationship. And you also feel constantly stressed and anxious in her presence. That feeling constantly stressed and anxious when you are around your partner is a major sign that it might be time to let her go. A healthy relationship should be a source of comfort and support. If you constantly feel on edge and anxious when you are with her, it is a sign that something is fundamentally wrong. Yes. Emotional well-being is crucial in a relationship, and if you find yourself constantly feeling stressed, anxious, or even fearful in her presence, it is a clear indication that the relationship is not conducive to your own overall happiness. Trust your instincts and listen to your body's signal. If being with her consistently causes you stress or anxiety, it is time to consider letting her go for the sake of your emotional well-being. And number 3, ignoring your feelings and opinions. She constantly dismisses your emotions and invalidates your concerns. Ignoring and dismissing your emotions and concern is a major red flag in a relationship. A healthy relationship or a healthy partnership requires open and honest communication, as well as a willingness to validate and support one another's feelings. If your partner consistently dismisses your emotions, invalidates your concern, and fails to acknowledge your feelings, it is a clear indication that she is not emotionally supportive and available. Your emotions, yes, your emotions and concerns deserve to be heard and understood. And if you are consistently ignored or invalidated, it may be time to reassess whether this relationship is meeting your emotional needs. She disregards your input and makes decisions without considering your perspective. And this disregarding your input and making decisions without considering your perspective is a sign that your partner is not prioritizing your needs and desire in that relationship. In a healthy partnership, decisions should be made collaboratively with both partners' input and perspective taken into consideration. If your partner consistently disregards your input, dismisses your opinions, and makes decisions without consulting you, it is a clear indication that she does not value your voice or your perspective. Your opinions and desires deserve to be heard and considered, and if they are consistently ignored, it may be a time to consider letting her go. She consistently prioritizes her own needs and desires over yours. Consistently prioritizing her own needs and desire over yours is a major sign that the relationship is imbalanced and not meeting your needs. Why it's important for both partners to have their own wants and desires. A healthy relationship requires compromise and consideration of each other's needs. We all have needs, it has to be considered. If your partner consistently puts her own needs and desires before yours without considering your feelings and desire, it is a clear sign, my brother. It is a clear indication that the relationship is not fostering a sense of equality and mutual respect. Your needs and desires deserve to be valued and prioritized, and if you consistently overlooked, it may be a time to reassess the relationship. And number 4, lack of respect in the relationship. This is very important for men. Yes, I know you always want respect. She frequently disrespects you and puts you down. A lack of respect in a relationship is a major warning sign that it may be time to let her go. Respecting one another's boundaries, opinions, and achievements is essential for a healthy and thriving partnership. And however, if your partner frequently disrespects you, puts you down, or belittles you, it is a clear indication that the relationship is not built on foundation of mutual respect. In a loving and respectful relationship, both partners value and uplift one another. They support each other's goals and deems to celebrate each other's successes. However, if your partner consistently disregards your feelings, dismisses your opinions, and diminishes your worth, it's time to reevaluate whether this relationship is healthy for you. She also disregards your boundaries and dismisses your opinion. It's one of those signs also that shows lack of respect in a relationship. Boundaries are important in maintaining a sense of self and ensuring that your needs and values are honored. Similarly, your opinions should be valued and taken into consideration in a healthy partnership. If your partner frequently crosses your boundaries without acknowledging or respecting them and dismisses your opinions as unimportant or unworthy of consideration, it is a clear indication that the relationship is not founded on mutual respect. Your boundaries and opinions deserve to be respected and valued. And if you are consistently disregarded, it might be time to consider letting her go. She also belittles your achievements and diminishes your worth. This is also a sign of disrespect that should never be tolerated in a relationship. A loving and supportive partner should celebrate your successes, big or small, and uplift you in your achievements, in your accomplishments. If your partner consistently belittles your achievements, diminishes your worth, and makes you feel small, it is a clear indicator that she does not value or respect you. Your successes and achievements should be acknowledged and cherished. And if they are consistently dismissed or diminished, it is a sign that relationship may not be healthy and fulfilling for you. She also plays mind games and gaslights you. Playing mind games and gaslighting are manipulative tactics that can leave you feeling confused, doubting that your own reality and questioning your own sanity. Gaslighting involves manipulating your perception of reality and causing you to doubt your own memory, perception, and judgment. If your partner consistently plays mind games, distorts the truth, and gaslights you, it is a clear indication that the relationship is toxic and abusive. Gaslighting can erode your self-confidence and make you doubt your own reality. It's important to check support and remove yourself from an emotional abusive relationship. And number 7, violation of trust. She cheats on you and has a history of infidelity. Cheating and infidelity are major violations of trust in a relationship. Trust is the foundation of a healthy partnership, and when it is broken, it can be difficult to repair. If your partner cheats on you or has a history of infidelity, it is a clear indication that the relationship may not be built on trust and honesty. Infidelity can cause deep emotional pain and make it difficult to rebuild trust in the relationship. It is important to prioritize your own emotional well-being and consider whether staying in a relationship with a partner who has violated your trust is healthy for you. She breaks promises and repeatedly lies to you. Breaking promises and repeatedly lying to you are signs of a lack of integrity and trustworthiness in a relationship. Honesty and reliability are essential for building trust and maintaining a healthy partnership. If she consistently breaks promises and lies to you, it is a clear indication that she is not trustworthy. Trust is a cornerstone of a healthy relationship, and when it is consistently violated, it can lead to deep feelings of betrayal and hurt. It's important to prioritize your well-being and consider whether staying in a relationship with a partner who repeatedly breaks your trust is healthy for you. She also betrays your trust and refuses to take responsibility. Betraying your trust and refusing to take responsibility for her action is a sign of a toxic and unhealthy relationship. A loving and supportive partner should be willing to take responsibility for their mistakes and work towards rebuilding trust. If your partner consistently betrays your trust and fails to make responsibility for her action, it is a clear indication that she is not willing to prioritize the healthy and well-being of the relationship. Trust is fragile and takes time to rebuild, but it requires both partners to be committed in making amends and repairing the damage. If your partner consistently refuses to acknowledge her role in betraying your trust, it may be time to consider whether staying in the relationship is healthy for you. If you stay in a relationship with such kind of person, is it actually healthy for you? You have to also think about that. And number 8, constant conflict and misalignment. You argue constantly and struggle to find common ground. Constant arguing and inability to find common ground are signs of misaligned and unhealthy relationship. Why conflict is a normal part of any relationship? Yes, excessive and constant arguing can be exhausting and detrimental to your own emotional well-being. If you find that you and your partner argue consistently and struggle to find common grounds or resolve conflicts, it is a clear indication that the relationship may not be healthy or sustainable. Healthy relationships require effective communication, compromise, and a willingness to work through challenges together. If your disagreement consistently escalates into heated argument without resolution, it may be time to reassess whether the relationship is finding your emotional needs. Your values, goals, and life vision are fundamental mismatched. Having mismatched values, goals, and life vision can lead to constant conflict and a lack of alignment in a relationship. While it is natural for partners to have their individual goals and value, a successful partnership requires a certain level of alignment and shared vision for the future. If you find that your values, goals, and life visions are fundamentally mismatched with your partners, it is a clear indicator that the relationship may not be sustainable in a long run. And it is important to be in a relationship whether both partners can support and uplift each other's aspirations and work towards a shared future. If your fundamental values and goals are consistently in conflict, it may be time to consider whether the relationship is compatible with your long-term vision. and the relationship is filled with resentment, hostility, and negativity. A relationship filled with resentment, hostility, and negativity is a clear sign that it may be time to let go. Healthy relationships are built on trust, respect, and open communication, while toxic relationships are marked by constant negativity and hostility. If you find that your relationship is consistently filled with resentment, hostility, and negativity, it is a clear indication that the dynamic is toxic and damaging. Constant negativity can erode your emotional well-being and hinder personal growth. It's important to prioritize your own happiness and consider whether staying in a relationship that breeds negativity is healthy for you. Is that healthy for you, my brother? You have to always think of these things because your well-being is very, very important. And number 9, you have overgrown each other. You no longer have shared interests or passions. Do you experience that in your relationship? Outgrowing each other is a natural path of personal growth and evolution. As individuals, we change and develop over time, and it's important for relationships to grow and adapt alongside us. Yes. However, if you find that you no longer have shared interests and passions with your partner, it may be a sign. Yes, it may be a sign that you have overgrown each other. Having shared interests and passions is important for rebuilding a connection and maintaining a sense of intimacy in a relationship. While it is normal for partners to have their own individual pursuits, a lack of shared interests and passions can lead to a sense of disconnect and also emotional distance. If you consistently find that you have little in common with your partner and struggle to find shared activities or topics of conversation, it may be time to consider whether that relationship is meeting your emotional needs. Your personal growth and aspiration are not aligned. Personal growth and individual aspirations are important aspects of fulfilling and satisfying life. However, if your personal growth and aspirations are not aligned with your partner's, it can lead to a sense of disconnect and limited potential for growth in a relationship. In a healthy partnership, both partners should be able to support and uplift each other's personal growth and aspiration. If you consistently find that your personal growth and aspiration are not aligned with your partner's, it may be a sign that the relationship is no longer serving your long-term goals and desires. It's important to prioritize your own growth and consider whether staying in a relationship that does not support or align with your aspiration is healthy for you. You have to consider all those things to know if you have to let her go. The relationship also feels stagnant and lacking in growth. A relationship that feels stagnant and lacking in growth is a clear sign that it may be time to let her go. Healthy relationships require constant growth, evolution, and a willingness to learn and adapt each other. Adapt together. If you find that your relationship has reached a point of stagnation where both partners are content with the status and there is little effort or motivation to grow and improve relationship, it is a clear indicator that it may not be fulfilling your emotional needs. And the last point, deep inner knowing. You have a gut feeling that something is not right in the relationship. Trusting your intuition is an important aspect of recognizing whether it may be time to let her go in that relationship. Our instincts often provide us with subtle indicators that sometimes it is not right, even when our logical mind may try to rationalize and ignore those feelings. If you have a deep inner knowing that something is not right in that relationship, it is important to trust and honor that feeling. Your intuition can serve as a guide and provide valuable insight in the health and compatibility of that relationship. If you consistently have a gut feeling that something is off and not working in the relationship, it may be the time to listen to that inner knowing and consider whether that relationship is truly fulfilling your emotional needs and aspirations. Sometimes our intuition tells us that it's time to let go and move on from a relationship. Our inner guidance system can provide powerful insight and guidance even when the decision may be difficult or painful. If your intuition is consistently telling you that it's time to let go and move on, it's important to trust and honor that feeling. Your intuition knows what is best for you and can guide you towards a happier and more fulfilling life. While letting go may be challenging, it can open the door for new opportunities and personal growth. Trust your intuition and have faith in the process of transformation. And in that relationship, you no longer feel happy, fulfilled, or at peace. Ultimately, the most important factor in determining whether it is time to let her go in that relationship is your own happiness, fulfillment, and inner peace. The inner peace, yes, that you're having. Relationships should add value, joy, and meaning to your life. If you consistently find that the relationship leaves you feeling unhappy, unfulfilled, or lacking in inner peace, it is clear indication that something is not right. Your emotional well-being should always be a priority, and if your relationship consistently fails to bring you happiness and fulfillment, it may be time, yes, it may be time to consider whether it is truly serving your needs and desire. Trust yourself and prioritize your own well-being above all else. You deserve to be in a relationship that brings you happiness, fulfillment, and inner peace. So guys, my wonderful friends and viewers, thank you so much for watching Nekky Douglas. We hope this video on these 10 huge signs that you need to let a woman go provided a clarity, guardian you need in your relationship. Recognizing these signs is tough, but it's essential for your well-being and growth. Remember, sometimes letting go opens the door to healthier and more fulfilling connections in the future. If you find this video helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe for more relationship advice and personal development tips. Don't forget to hit the notification bell after you must have subscribed to stay updated with our latest content. Share this video with everyone who might be facing similar challenges and could benefit from this insight. Your support helps us continue creating valuable content in our community. Thank you for being part of Nekky Douglas. Until next time, take care of yourself and remember that sometimes letting go is the most courageous step you can take. See you in the next video, and always remain blessed. Bye-bye.